Well, they signed on in sunshine, and then the clouds came. But really, it was a bright day to be in the breakaway. First half of the race, first third, I should say, on rolling terrain, the break establishing itself, and then we began climbing. And indeed, the clouds that bedeviled us on this side, we were worried that we may need to have some rain. Kicking up a storm was the breakaway, and indeed on the front of the peloton, Trek Segafredo were hurting some of the fast men. Tim Melier, one of those that was struggling, he was not alone. Pascal Ackermann also just finding himself needing a guide on the day, and the hope was from Trek Segafredo that a strong man like Mads Pedersen would indeed hamper the likes of Sam Bennett and others. Didn't quite work out. Omar Goldstein was out of the breakaway, time trialist, couldn't really hold on. Taking the big climb was Jesus Herrada, before tucking himself back in with Battistella from Astana, Fred Wright from Bahrain Victorious, Harry Sweeney from Lotto Soudal, and Jimmy Jensens from Alpecin-Deceuninck. Well, they came over the top and we were into sunshine. It's almost like a rain shadow has features in this part of the world. And then they couldn't decide how to engage the chase. Well, Quick Step were not going to do the job themselves, and then Arkea decided, well, we would quite like to get some more impetus back into this for Dan McClay. They were joined by Team Bike Exchange, and suddenly the chase was back on, even Bora putting a man in the pursuit. Well, the time came down slowly but surely, but not fast enough, it seemed. 45 seconds with 3.1 kilometers to go. Well, as Mads Pedersen said, it was all over within the 10k marker. Finally, the chase sat up. They were regathering themselves, and so were these guys. And then it was a question of the last 500 meters. Fred Wright went early, too early it seems. Checked over his shoulder, decided that he was going to go all in on what turned out to be a game of poker. The last little rise and then a downhill push to the line. Time to pick up sticks. Jimmy Jansen went for it on the barriers. Harry Sweeney was trying. Fred Wright still drove on. Herrada sat on his wheel until the last moment, came to the centre of the road. Battistella went for the barriers. It was between the pair of them in the end. And it was Jesus Herrada who took it. Sam Bennett led the chase to the line and will stay in that green jersey. What a great day of racing, Sean.
Yes, well, what a stage. And, you know, when you look at the stage today with that big climb in the middle, it could have been a day where a breakaway was allowed to get away, take a big advantage, and the peloton riding along at a casual enough pace. It wasn't the case. It was race all day.
That's how it finished. As your top 10, the peloton coming in 29 seconds in arrears.